I'll be honest, until last week, I didn't know too much about Stade de Reims, but now I feel like I have to take over the red and whites because we're going to spend as long as it takes to realistically bring this mid-table French team to a 7th French League title. The very first thing we need to do is have a look at our squad. You can assume the areas we're going to want to strengthen. Abdelhamid is our captain, but with just 31 pace, he'll be outrun by almost every single French League striker. We also have De Smet and Richardson, who are barely good enough for the 2nd division, but I think they've both got potential to still improve. Before we move on to signing anyone, Rennes are going to start the season the same way every team does, by playing pre-season friendlies. The first went surprisingly well. Our front three, Ito, Nakamura and Darami, all got on the score sheet. The second game went less well, but we still managed to win. I could tell that Teddy Tuma was our best player, but 6'5" Amir Richardson looks like he could be even better. I also really enjoyed using Marshall Monetzi as our other midfielder, who's one of the best box-to-box players in the entire league. I think pre-season has proved that both the attack and midfield are areas we can avoid strengthening. While playing these games, we were also, of course, working hard off the pitch. I'll be holding off finishing pre-season until we can finish signing our future Abdelhamid replacement. I've identified foremost Mendy as the best target, and he could be a serious bargain. He's got decent pace, he's quite tall, and he's also quite young, so Mendy will go straight into our squad for the 3rd friendly just so we can give him a go. With July nearly over, let's introduce our first twist. This season, we'll be randomizing a storyline every single month from my website just to make things harder to deal with. Some of them are positive, and some of them are very, very bad. But our first one is actually quite useful. Before the end of August, we need to either buy or find a youth player from Canada, USA, Australia, or New Zealand. It's a shame we can't afford to re-sign Florian Balogun. Last year, he was absolutely on fire for Rennes. Instead, we're going to recall our loanee, Australian Mohamed Toure from Paris FC, and we'll send some scouts out to Montreal to find a young French-speaking Canadian. After our signing spree had finished, it was finally time to start the season. The excitement from our pre-season games had carried over into the league, and we had fully sold out every single away ticket, so the Orange Velodrome in Marseille was at its full capacity. Right, time to kick off our season here against Marseille. It's going to be a big game, of course. Marseille, a pretty decent team. Nakamura, come on, we've got Darami through on goal. This could be a big threat this season. Running towards the net. Come on, let's try and hit it across the keeper. Good save that from Lopez, but we're going to get a corner from it. Can we get this into the box? Well, Tuma's going to take it. Crosses. Agbadou in. Did it actually cross the line? I'm not totally sure, but we'll take the 1-0 lead. Centre-back scoring our first goal of the season. I would never have bet on that. Right, we have to make a decision now. Are we going to try and hold on with a 1-0 lead, or are we going to try and get a second? I think we're going to try and get a second. Come on, Mendy, this is why we signed you. Get across. Gets a foot in. Oh, that's a brilliant interception. Great defending there from the debutant. Right, Tuma, we're going to hit this. Oh, that would have been good if that had found the top corner. I mean, Lopez was scrambling. Could easily have been a goal. All right, I see you, Darami. Let's pass it through. Hit it across the keeper again. Another great save from Lopez, but another corner. Could get a second goal here. 2 more on set pieces again. And this time he's done a bicycle kick. Oh my god, how have we scored that? It's the kind of goal you'd expect from Messi or Ronaldo or Gareth Bale to score, but our centre-back has made it 2-0. I got a feeling he'll be man of the match, but it's half-time and 2-0. Pretty good performance from us so far. Mendy on Aubameyang, and what a tackle that is. Sliding in, winning the ball. Oh, but then there's a mistake from the other centre-back. He scored 2 goals, but he's cost us that one. No way Sarr was going to miss that. I think he just got a toe in. We're going to have to be really careful now if we want to make sure we can hold on for the rest of this game. Darami into the box. He's going to smash it. Oh, why did I do that? That is terrible. It's gone out for basically a throw-in. Oh, no, I think Klaus is in. Oh, thankfully he's turned around. Klaus gets the ball to Veretout, to Aubameyang. This is not who we want to be in our box. Let's hold him up, stand him up, get a stand tackles in. Brilliant defending from De Smet. And Tuma just about holds off Veretout as well. Ito with the ball. He's got Darami in the middle. We're going to cross it. Hit it. First time straight into the goalkeeper. Annoying. We needed to have scored that one. Right, Marseille. Let's just hold them up. Let's do a lot of jockeying. Good interception from Mendy. But the ref's given a free kick for what? And that's exactly where we wanted that free kick to end up. Thank God they missed it. Come on, let's just hold on for the rest of this game. Kamenetsi, he turns Kondogbia, the referee blows his whistle, and we've confirmed we've won this first game. No wonder that Agbadou is our man of the match, but his mistake really could have cost us. He was lethal at the other end though, so I guess man of the match is fair enough. Right, we're going to have to be a bit more solid in this second game, because I don't think Agbadou is going to get another brace of goals from corners. Darami running through, but Cal Freeze is a little bit too fast, just about got in the way. Nakamura winning the ball high, we've got Darami, we've got Ito in the middle, flicks it up, volley it. Oh, how was that missed? That would have been one of my favourite goals I've ever scored on FC 24. He flicked it up and then the karate kick, just missing the net. Ito cut inside, yes, good. We've got Darami, can we find him? No, not quite again. Pelmar that time being the man to intercept it. Right, press high, come on, team press is on. Manetsi wins the ball, we've got Darami. Can we get around Pelmard? We can. If we hit this, surely it's a goal. He swings, he misses. How has that happened? That should easily have been the 1-0 against Clermont. Right, we pressed high again. Ito to Darami. This time he's on the edge of the box, hits it early. There's no way he's missing the ball this time. He's found the side net. And it's another great goal that from Darami. Okay, let's go ultra defensive. We need to hold on to this second lead. Can we be on 2 wins from 2 games? That would be absolutely game-changing for us if we could go on a little bit of a roll. This August is turning out to be pretty good. We've got one more game before the transfer deadline day, so let's jump straight into that against Montpellier. Nakamura now jumping down the wing, gets the cross into Ito, volley it! Yes, that's exactly what we wanted to do when we pressed cross. We saw Ito unmarked at the back post, we wanted that volley. Unstoppable goal, nothing you can do about it. Can we defend this set piece? Good save from our keeper that, getting it out for a corner. Savani, I think he can hit these. Oh my god, he's hit that so hard. What the hell was that free kick? Come on, Richardson, get across. Oh no, they've curled it straight past our goalkeeper. It's a brilliant finish, to be fair. Nothing the goalkeeper can do about that, but our defending was pretty poor. Come on, Agbadou. Tries to knock over Nordin, but Savannier's got it on the edge of the box. Cuts it across to Adams. They're just doing tricks rather than shooting. If they'd have pressed shoot there, then we are definitely behind. Right, we've got Darami through on goal. Omaragic and Kiate against him. Oh, I can't believe we haven't got past them there. Come on. Tuma just blocked the shot. Brilliant block. Could have been an own goal easily, but we'll take it. Kadra, and that is a world-class pass to Tuma. Oh, and another good save. We just trying to score from outside the box, but we're really struggling. And that's game over for us. So that's the 3 games of August, and the month is nearly over. So let's sign this Canadian youth we've just found, and also roll another storyline. This one isn't quite as good. It turns out that one of our foreign star players is feeling a little bit homesick. Let's say that this is Teddy Tuma because he is our highest rated player. Last season, he was at Union Saint-Gilloise in Belgium, and so was this guy, Simon Adingra. We can't quite afford to buy him just yet, so we're going to loan to buy and see what we can do in January. Not only does he fit the storyline perfectly, but he could also be the perfect replacement for our 30-year-old right winger, Junja Ito. If expectations weren't already high enough, he also got given the number 17 shirt, the exact same number that legend Just Fontaine would wear back in the 1950s. The transfer window is over, so let's get back to playing matches and see if we can keep this good streak going a little bit longer. Right, Tuma on the ball. We see Monetsi's got a bit of space here. Let's hit it. Oh dear, well, he might be box to box like Steven Gerrard, but he can't quite shoot like Steven Gerrard. I think we'll probably stop trying those now. Richardson on the ball to Tuma. We've got 2 in the box. Monetsi's one of them, and Darami, that was some good one-touch play from us right there. Borderline deserved a goal. Monetsi on the ball again. Darami turns. We've got the Smet, and that's probably not who we want. Can we scramble it in? We can't. That basically sums up our game so far. We've been getting so unlucky. Come on, Ito. Let's fight for it. Cut inside, go around this guy, and then hit it. We should have finessed it. He would have found the bottom corner if he'd finessed it. Right, Darami, we see the guy at the top. We're cutting this across. I'm sorry. We're not going to do a replay of this. We're not going to see how good of a goal that is. Nakamura scored. We just want to get the win. So, we've got a corner. Tuma, we're good at these. Mendy's there. Off the line. Oh my god, that would have been such another good goal. Right, let's hit it with Stambouli. Go on. Off the crossbar. That would have been absolutely amazing. Right, Adingra is finally coming on to make his debut. 72nd minute. Can we hold on? Jallo with the free kick. And he smashed it again off the crossbar. Jean-Jacques. They've got the Georgian guy up front. I can't pronounce his name. Oh, he's gone through our goalkeeper. We've tried so hard and got so far. And we're going to probably end this match with a draw. That is such an annoying goal to concede. I think the referee, yep, there it is. He's going to blow his whistle, and we are probably going to be in the top 6, I would imagine. I think we've got 8 points, 2 wins, 2 draws. It's a good start, but we really should have won that one. Come on, Dorami. Ito's doing a good run here. Can we find him? I think he's onside. Right, let's try and go around the goalkeeper here. All right, fake shot. Oh my god, that was absolutely dreadful. We should be 1-0 up. We've absolutely choked. There's actually such a good midfield battle going on in this game. Again there, Tuma, good interception, but then he's lost it straight away. They're going to try and play it out wide. Jordan Amavi overlapping from full, but let's smash him. What a tackle. And we can pass it straight to Ito, and we can counter-attack. Look at Dorami's run. Let's find him. Right, we're going to try and volley this. Come on, smash it. What a save. That would have been such a good goal. From the tackle to the pass to the volley. Corner comes in. Nakamura, out of everyone in this team, I would not expect Nakamura to be scoring a header from a corner, but somehow he has done it. We're so lethal from them. I don't know if it's Tuma's delivery, if it's just we know where to aim because we played a lot of Ultimate Team, or if we're just getting very lucky. But I loved that entire mood. From the tackle to the pass to the volley to the corner to the goal, it was sublime. So can we hold on before half-time? Agbadu, yet again, getting his body in the way. Great defending. Really like this guy. And there it is. Confirmation. We are going in ahead at half-time. We're really starting to struggle now. We've got 15 minutes left in the game. They're passing it around. They're going full tiki-taka. But Ogbona's injured, and Kadra has found the space. Right, cut inside, and then we'll smash it. Come on. Hits it. Another great save from this goalkeeper. I think he's called Bizot. He is absolutely unreal. What on earth are they doing here? They need to score. They're running around with the ball at the back. Okay, we've kind of overcommitted there. Come on, let's just smash him again. We are getting so lucky with our slide tackles. We could have had a couple of players sent off if these had gone wrong. Come on, we're nearly there. We just need to keep closing down the spaces. And surely, that's it. That is it. We've got another win. 3 wins, 2 draws, unbeaten in the first 5 games. We are absolutely amazing this season. We are playing some good football. I think we can keep this up as well. We can get this streak going a little bit longer. Already it's time for the 2 form teams in the league to play against each other. Lille have won 5 of 5. We've won 3 of 5. Both of us unbeaten, but I feel like one of us is going to lose in today's match. Fouquet gives it to Agbadu, tries to give it to Mendy, but Unas has got there first, straight at the goalkeeper. If that was either side of him, I think we're going to be behind in the first 15 minutes. What a tackle from Richardson. He's using some of that sprint speed. 6'5" into the box, hit it. What a finish from our defensive midfielder, smashing it straight past the goalkeeper. I can't believe we're ahead in this one. Maybe we need to turn the difficulty up very, very soon. Haraldson running down the wing. Agbadu using his body to try and get in the way. Haraldson gets past him, finds Yaziki. He has hit that so hard. And I think we're all level now in Lille. Angel Gomez getting on the ball. He's been a bit of a deep playmaker against us. And we've dived in, and David is 1-on-1. Come on, bring the keeper out. How has he missed? If that's anywhere on target, that is a goal. Somehow he's missed. You can see the relief in Will Still's eyes. Titi, Goodmanson, come on, let's keep pressing them. Press them high, get the ball back. Ito does win it. Finds the Rami. Can he cut outside? Titi, just too good at defending right there. Leo attacking down the right. I think it's Jonathan David. He's got 2 men unmarked in the middle. Can he find them? Let's try and close him down. We're just going to sort of defend this space in the middle where they're going to shoot. And thankfully, they've just passed the ball straight into us. The Rami now on the counter-attack. There's nothing Titi can do about this one. Let's chip the keeper. I'm glad he came out a little bit, because otherwise we would have been pretty embarrassed. But with 5 minutes to go, we have a winning goal. Surely we can defend this one. Let's bring on Abdelhamid. Let's bring on all of our defenders. We're going all-out defense. We're not losing this match. Okay, just a couple more seconds. Monetsi gives it to Torre. That is it. The referee blows his whistle. We have yet another win. I don't know how we're doing it, but like I said, the difficulty's going up for the next match. We're really getting through the season now, 6 games gone, so what storyline will we get for September? Okay, this one isn't actually so good. With Saudi investment, we can maybe expect a little bit more money next year, but annoyingly, we're going to have to waste one of our youth scout slots to look for Saudi Arabian players. We'll probably only need 3 months to find 2 decent ones, and there's absolutely no part of the storyline saying that they have to be any good. Just because I can already see the comments saying this is too easy, we're going all the way up to Ultimate Difficulty for the rest of the season. Our first match on Ultimate Difficulty is against Lyon, a team that's struggling a lot in real life, but actually doing quite good inside this career mode. Leon getting on the ball inside midfield. Numa, can we press him out? Yes, we can. Gets the ball to Nakamura. We see De Smet. We've got to run through the middle here. Darami, can we hit this? We can. Good save from the goalkeeper. We're still trying to get that first goal from outside the box, and when it comes, I know it's going to be special. Can Darami get through the defenders? No, he can't. Clinton Mata is too much of a beast at centre-back. Right, let's turn. Can we play through Kadra? Cut behind the defender. Come on, let's keep sprinting. We're going to try and finesse this far corner. I guess at least we get a set piece. We're quite good at those. Tuma crosses it in. Agbadu's there. Oh, it's a good save again from Anthony Lopez. Another corner. Agbadu again the target. Heads it wide the other side this time. Some interesting tactics from Leon. They do seem to like crossing the ball quite a lot. Here's another one. Numa has beaten De Smet in the air. I can't believe a winger has beaten De Smet because the one thing he is good at is heading a ball, and he's been totally out-jumped. Good reaction save there from the goalkeeper, but he doesn't get to the rebound. Numa gets there again, uses his pace, uses his jumping, and honestly, we deserved to lose this game. We were not playing at our best. We tried switching things back up. We had Abdul Hamid playing centre-back. We had Adingra playing through the middle rather than Darami, and I think that's what's cost us. Our first loss of the season, we can't really complain. Our streak was quite long already, and we always have the chance of starting a new one, but it's going to be tough because our next match is actually against AS Monaco. Of course, we're going to switch things up after our first loss. Abdul Hamid out of the starting 11. Mendy straight back in. We said he was going to be the replacement. We didn't realise he'd be replacing him from day one, but he's actually such a good player. Good tackle there. De Smet taking out Balogun, and Manetsi has Ito in front of him. It looks like a decent run from Adingra. We probably should have gone over the top of Singo there. Maybe next time we will. Ito on the ball. Come on, this time we're going over the top. Okay, hopefully this sits up nicely because I want to smash this. Come on. Oh, a lot of power on it, but it was straight at the goalkeeper. Annoying stuff. Kera bringing it out defense here for Monaco. Let's try and close the gaps in the middle. Abdul Hamid. Oh, Agbadu. Come on, block it. What a block that was. Got right in front of the shot. More Monaco attacks. I'm starting to get a little bit frustrated at this. We can't really seem to pass a ball in this one, and Monaco are just clearly so much better than us. But Agbadu yet again with another amazing slide tackle. Adingra, has he got the power? He's got the pace to get past Singo. I mean, if we had Darami up front, maybe that's a goal. All right, let's try and defend the box. Good interception. Terrible mistake giving it to Ben Seguir. We tried to block it again, but this time he would just smash it into the back of the net. 1-0 down. You can see the passes at the top there. We are getting absolutely dominated. But Adingra, he finds Tuma. Come on, we can kill this in the far corner, surely. I think he just got a toe on the ball just before we hit it. Okay, last minute, we can attack here. Darami, if you use your pace, you can get past Salisu. Oh, it's a good interception. Their 5 at the back was impenetrable. We've lost 2 games in a row, but we are still 5th in the league, so it's not actually too bad. And we are playing against one of the worst teams in the league next as well. Playing against FC Lorient. Ito gets the ball out wide. Bakayoko's nowhere near it. If we could have got a toe on that, that's probably going around and Vogo in their net. The Smith is absolutely nowhere to be seen. Okumu, can we block that pass? Good job he hit it, because if they had passed that across, they had an unmarked man in the middle. Nakamura's got Ito, surely. We do a little finesse, cheeky flare shot. We are so much better than Lorient, and we deserve this lead. Hopefully we can go on to get 2 or 3 more goals just to help our goal difference out. Ito goes around Bakayoko, nothing he can do there. Manetsi into the box, a little bit more composure. He could have found the top corner, and that's a guaranteed goal. Come on, let's keep pressing. Darami, cut inside. Right, can we finesse this far corner? We can't. It's another good save. Is Ito going to get there? Not quite. They're going to defend that. Ito on it again. What a match he's having, by the way. He seems like everything I do is going through him. And just before half-time there, he could have been a red card. It could have been a great interception, but I'm happy with 1-0 at half-time. Ito on the ball again, chips it up. Is he going to smash it? No, we're not. Tuma, back to Darami, back to Ito. Come on. If he'd have hit that with his left rather than trying to put on his right, it's another goal. Manetsi, that's a guaranteed goal. There's no way Darami's missing that. I don't think anyone in our squad would have missed that. We're happy to have the 2-goal lead, but really, it should probably be more. Manesi on the ball again. He's been amazing box to box. Darami, a similar goal. We have to feel kind of sorry for Lorient because we have basically just scored 3 pullbacks against them. I'll be honest, we were kind of clinical with the chances we had. And when you're playing on Ultimate, you don't really want to pass up those easy chances to score. Stambouli gives it to Manetsi. He turns to the goalkeeper. He gets taken down, but the referee doesn't give us a penalty. Otherwise, it could easily have been a hat-trick. October is now coming to an end, so let's do yet another storyline. This time, Teddy Tuma is causing even more problems. He's requesting a new contract and a higher squad role. He's already crucial and we've already signed Adingra for him, so we're happy to spend a little bit more money keeping our Malteser happy. Honestly, he's actually worth it, so it's not even that big of a deal. Our Saudi youth players are even less of a deal, so we'll keep them in our academy until they complain, but I doubt we'll ever actually promote either of these two into our League 1 side. Speaking of League 1, we had 3 games in November, but we're only going to show you the highlights for one because it's the biggest game of our season. If we have any sort of hope about being the best team in France, we have to beat the likes of Paris Saint-Germain. I'm not really feeling too confident about this one. They have such a good midfield, but we win the ball. Monetsi, okay, we've got Ito. There is no way we're running in behind. Let's just hit it. And it stays hit. What a goal that is. Donnarumma, best goalkeeper in the league. Nothing he can do about that. That is an unreal finish from Junya Ito. Straight in the top corner. 0.06 XG. I absolutely love it. We finally scored from outside the box. And after just 4 minutes, we are going to go ultra defensive. I mean, we're about 20 minutes in and it already feels like we're holding on. The Smek, don't lose it there. Can we clear it? We just about get it away, but the ball just keeps coming back. PSG are just too good in that midfield. Oh god, it's Mbappe. Let's just try and defend it, but we've given him straight back. Thankfully, the pullback, we can just about clear it. Can we clear it a second time? We actually get rid of it that time. Fouquet trying to get it to Ito. Oh, we've messed that up. Sanset back heels it. Lee Kangin to Ruiz. Is Ruiz going to hit it? Straight to Mbappe. Another good block. We are absolutely living on the edge right here. Finally, we get an attack. Basically just running down the wing there, winning a corner. Tuma, can we get on the end of it? Nearly. Donnarumma, if he wasn't quite so tall, probably would have conceded right there. Agbadou, our corner set piece hero. Oh god, it's gone to Mbappe and he has managed to score. One chance, the first time he didn't try and pass it, and of course, it's the first time PSG have scored. Come on, Ito. Smash this in the middle. Get our heads on it somehow. Nakamura. Oh, good defending from Marquinhos right there. Asensio really calm on the ball too. Lamar. Kimpembe, Lamar. They've just got so much pace in this midfield, playing basically a winger. And of course, pace on Mbappe. But look at that tackle. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Mbappe, good interception there. Don't give it back to Mbappe. Please block it no matter what it takes. Get rid. Asensio. Ah, good save from the edge of the box, but it was never really going to go in. We need to stop giving the ball to Mbappe ASAP. Darami does a little trick. Marquinhos is on the floor. This could be our chance. Ito's gone past Kimpembe one-on-one. And that is probably why Donnarumma earns more than our whole squad combined. What a save that was. Okay, can we just hold out for these past 30 seconds? I would happily have taken a draw against PSG, and that's exactly what we have got. Well, I would have taken a draw if we hadn't just drawn against Nantes, and would also go on to draw against Rennes. I mean, overall, a pretty average month. We definitely could have done better, but let's get on with the storyline. This one is probably the smallest one we could get. Terence Kudu gets moved forwards to be a right mid, even though he has 55 dribbling, 56 crossing, and 46 finishing. It won't take that long to actually finalise, but the storyline is already done. November is over, time to enter December, the final month of 2023 and also the final month of today's episode. And of course, as you'd expect for winter, we are greeted with a little bit of snow in Nice. Kind of surprising on the south coast of France. I'm not too sure on the geography, but it probably could happen. We haven't really got off to the best start in this game, if I'm being totally honest. And yet again, our goalkeeper has just palmed it straight up and then not been able to outjump the striker. I think that's the third time that's happened to us this season. It's kind of unlucky when you think about it. I'm actually quite happy the referee's just blown his whistle because we've been absolutely battered by Nice in this first half. Darami into the box. We've scored so many shots like that in the season, but we just really are struggling in the snow. I don't know if it's the weather, I don't know if it's the away match, but we just cannot get chances. And we have to score them when we get them like that. The board through one-on-one, 63rd minute. Another good save there from our goalkeeper. Kamura, come on man, you can outrun Bard. I've never even heard of this guy, surely. No, he can't. I thought he had a little bit more pace than that, it would have been good. Nakamura on the ball again. We've got Darami. Good ball. Let's hit this. And it's just gone over the bar. I'm so addicted to doing those shots in this save. Claude Maurice gets taken down. 82nd minute. And you imagine that's a penalty. And if they score this, it's probably game over, a Nice victory. Laborde runs up and scores. You have to say they did deserve it. We didn't deserve any points in today's game, and seriously, since we took things up to Ultimate, things have been a lot more fun, but also, as you would probably expect, a lot more challenging. Hopefully it's been better for you guys to watch too. We have 2 more matches left in this episode. The first one against Lon, featuring a goalkeeper I absolutely love, Brice Samba. He's definitely someone who I think is a transfer target for us going forwards, and maybe you guys could suggest some more in the comments below. Nice bit of passing play from us. Tuma finds Adingra. He turns his man one-on-one with Samba off his leg, and we get the rebound. Finally, we get a little bit of luck when it comes to having one of those poor shots that just sort of rolls along the floor. And I think that's actually Adingra's first goal for Stade de Rennes. Should we sign him? Should we ignore his buy option of £10 million? Let me know in the comments. Lon on the ball right now. Let's try and defend the box. Manetzi, oh, it goes past him, but Mendy with the good interception, and we could counter-attack maybe. Come on, we're nearly there now. Costa gets the ball. Akumu, come on. Stand tackle. Rebound, stand tackle. Yes, that's what we need. Someone just to stand firm and win every tackle. Tuma, he's played through Darami. Come on, big touch. You can finesse it past him. Yes, there's the second goal. Confirms the win for Rennes. It's the second time this season we've beat the first place team in Ligue 1. Of course, we beat Lon, and now we beat Rennes. As much as I love Samba, there's no way he is saving Darami when he's through like that. And the referee blows his whistle, confirms the win, and confirms another 3 points going back to Stade de Rennes. So this is it, the final match of the episode, and also the first one I'm going to commentate after I actually played it. Darami with a nice shot there. How many goals has he scored in this episode, man? He's been absolutely unreal this season. So has our goalkeeper, Diouf. There's a reason we're getting bids of about £20–25 million for him. And honestly, if we're playing this realistically, we are probably going to have to accept one of them in January. Nakamura, I like that. We did an effort touch past the defender. We tried to cross it in, but we couldn't quite get space, but they just ran out of play for a corner. We're really good at these. Tuma. And Akumu this time is the guy that's going to head it straight into the back of the net. Our set piece record is amazing. I love Darami. I love everything about this club. And hopefully you've enjoyed watching the first half of this season. Ito there flicking the ball past his defender. Tuma, we're trying so hard to score a goal with him. It was only after I watched all of our games from this first half of the season I realised how many long shots we've just randomly taken. But surely one of them's going to go in at some point, right? Le Havre nearly scoring a corner there, and it would have been annoying because before the game, I saw that this man here, Bayo, had scored 8 of their 15 goals, and he's just made it 9. He's one of the few men that have scored more goals than Darami, who got through one-on-one and finessed it straight past the goalkeeper to restore our lead. How many do you think he'll get this season? He could easily get 20. He could be the Balogun of our year, and at least this time we actually own him. Torre got into the box, and for some reason we tried to do a flare shot there with Adingra. I'm not too sure why we did it, because it was such an easy chance. Darami showing off he's a bit of a trickster, and I think Manetzi was offside here, but if that had rolled into the net, I do honestly think the game would have given that just as an own goal rather than an offside. You never really know with FIFA. And with that, the referee is going to blow his whistle. That's our 9th win of the season, and we've only played about 16–17 games. You can see here, we're in 3rd place. PSG are almost unbeaten. They've only lost a single match, but we were lucky to draw with them. I think we are a little bit fortunate to be 3rd place in the league, but there is a real chance that we could actually end up finishing even higher. With our final month of this episode finished, for one last time, let's roll a storyline. So it turns out our worst youth scout has decided to retire. Maybe he just wanted to spend 2024 with his family, but again, it's another super easy storyline to finish this episode off with. Let's hope the January one won't be something like transfer listing every player or releasing 3 of our highest rated guys. The transfer window has finally opened, so of course the very first thing we need to do is take a look at our squad. I'd say that Abdelhamid has now been fully replaced, so we can definitely list him for transfer before his contract will expire. Brighton winger Simon Adingra hasn't been great for us this year, but I'm more than happy to trigger his buy clause, and now we've got Ito's eventual replacement for very, very cheap. We are having a little bit of an injury crisis right here, but I guess Akumu being suspended, Abdelhamid doesn't really play, and neither does Hakimi, so it's not actually that big of a deal. We do still stand a decent chance of beating Monaco though, in my opinion. Nakamura, okay, let's run into this space. We've got a man at the top of the screen right there. I think it's Ito. Let's try and get it to him. Right, smash it. Oh, that has gone hilariously badly. I really did think that was going to find the back of the net. We really shouldn't have done that tackle right there. And Bolo's nearly through. Good defending from Mendy. We've got Stambouli, De Smet, try and get in the way. Can we block it? Good block there from Agbadou. And Bolo looking very dangerous right there. Nakamura on the turn. We've got Stambouli, not the man you really want to be running through, but we'll try. I see Dorami, but it's gone to Ito instead. Let's just hit it. Oh, the defender just gets his foot in the way. That would have been a goal as well. Monetsi running through the middle. We've got a runner through the middle as well. Adingra, can we hit it? Surely, yes. That's the goal we needed just before halftime. The best time to score. Quite a rare goal too, but I guess that's the reason we signed him. The counter-attacking plays just like that. And Bolo into the box. Good defending from us right there. Let's turn him. Adingra finds Ito, but Adingra's been absolutely nailed there. Yeah, deserved red card. That was absolutely horrible. To be fair, we're probably actually lucky there wasn't a serious injury, but we'll definitely take a red card because that gives us a way better chance of winning this match. Right, get the pass right. Come on. Let's do a cheeky shot. Oh, I wish that had gone through his legs. We can recycle it. Surely that's a foul. Come on, ref. Ito on the ball. We've got Monetsi. We've got Adingra. We've got Stambouli. Come on. Let's just tap this in. I didn't want to tap it quite that lightly. I'm actually shocked that that has managed to not only not hit the post, but also trickle past the goalkeeper into the back of the net. I'll take it though. 2-0 up. Surely we're going to win this game. Diakite. And I don't know how we've won a free kick, but let's go fast. Didn't mean Stambouli, but surely that's another foul. We should have a free kick on the edge of the box for that, surely. This referee absolutely hates us. I think when this ball leaves the box, the referee will confirm 3 points is heading back to Rem. And we are continuing our good streak, starting off January now with another win. We do have a serious chance now of finishing in the top 2. I think PSG are a little bit too far away, but I mean every single fan would take second place at the start of this season. I'm liking the Coupe de France scoreboard up there, but PSG are in the box with Lamar, Asensio. They've got such a good team, man. Mbappe, can he get space? Doesn't even need space. The power on that shot was more like Haaland than Mbappe. Ito getting the ball out wide. We know what he did in the league match. Let's try it again. Smash it. Okay, that's probably more like what we were expecting when we did it last time. Let's try a long throw. We've got Adingra to try and beat Kimpembe, and somehow he did. Ito's header absolutely terrible though. Asensio doing a nice bit of trickery out wide. Some step overs. We're trying to stand him up. We can't really stand up Mbappe. He's so hard to defend against. Seems like every ball bounces back to him, but we get that one away. And that's half time as well. Let's be honest, if we can win this match, we actually have a really good chance of winning the whole Coupe de France because there's no one that we can fear more than PSG. What a tackle that is from our goalkeeper on Mbappe. Nakamura's got it. We can't really counter-attack. We've not got too many players running through the middle, but Adingra has found Amir Richardson. Let's just hit it. Oh, good save from Donnarumma, but it was never really going to go in, let's be honest. Mbappe, right, let's stop them running through the middle. Good tackle. Or maybe not, actually. I think we've just given away a penalty. He just put his foot through the ball, literally through the ball at the last second right there. Okay, I think he's going right here. He's not. He's gone left. That was an unsavable penalty, let's be honest. 2-0 down with 20 minutes to go. Right, win this. Fouquet, good. Don't want Mbappe running in behind. Agbadou to De Smet. Have we got Nakamura free down the wing? We can't get to him because Asensio, that is how good PSG have been. Asensio absolutely charging down the wing now. Mbappe with a trick. Surely not. Surely not a third. Okay, good save there from Diouf. Right, let's just charge him. See what happens. He's got around us. The Smet's there, though. It's all alright. But it's not because Zaire-Emery somehow heads it in. I thought the Smet had it all under control. PSG have got a third. We're out of the cup. It's not that big of a deal, let's be honest. PSG are a very good team, and the referee confirms we are out. With January's league game successfully completed, let's roll out our first storyline of the episode. This could be massive. Well, oh no, it's not really that good, is it? From our top 5 players, our youngest player is actually our goalkeeper, Yervan Diouf. We got really good money for him when we transfer listed him, but he's been one of our players of the season. This age difference that the storyline demands also means we have to go for an old keeper, and this is snowballing downhill very fast. I mean, I guess Hugo Lloris is cheap. He's not the most realistic, having just joined LAFC, but we'll sign him for 6 months while scouting a replacement that we'll sign in the next summer. We still have £9 million to spend, and I think I know where I'm going to spend it. Oddson Edouard is on the transfer list at Crystal Palace, and he's probably going to be an improvement on both Darami and Adingra. With that, our January transfer window closes. You might actually recognise a new name in our midfield, Martin Adelaine. Well, that is because Teddy Tuma is out for a couple of weeks, and we're going to have to try and win this game against Toulouse with a backup midfielder making just his 14th professional appearance. Edouard, right, I'm not too sure why I actually hit that, but we are kind of desperate to get him his first goal as soon as possible. Trying to scrap away at this with Edouard, and they've just passed this straight to us. Right, surely one-on-one, new striker doesn't miss. Of course he does. Clearly this goalkeeper does not want to lose. We're pressing as well as we can, but they're just so calm on the ball. We can't even get near them. Nakamura and Edouard are fully tired, so it's a good job that it's half-time. Getting the ball out to Ito. He's not really been involved too much so far, but we cut inside. Let's cut inside again. Try and curl it far post. Another great save there from Dominguez. Maybe this guy could be our future Loris replacement. Well, that's the first shot there for Toulouse. I guess we kind of expected to save it. I have to say, I'm pretty glad that this game is about to be over because Toulouse basically just passed it round the back for the entire match. We had a couple of shots there with Edouard. We had a couple of chances. We probably should have won that maybe 1 or 2-0. But a 0-0 draw just kind of feels a little bit disappointing, especially when we need basically every point we can get. I've been looking forward to this match for a while. Edouard on the ball against the team we scored 3 against before. We could cut it back. We tried to chip the goalkeeper, and that has gone miles over the bar. Our midfield's quite good in the air. Manetsi wins it to Ito. Adelaine flicks it to Edouard. Look at this play. We've got a man out wide. Okay, we've got a man through the middle now. Manetsi, he doesn't score many, but he scores that one. What a finish that is. First time, smashes it straight past the Lorient goalkeeper. And hopefully we can score quite a few in this. Just try to help out our goal difference come the end of the season. Good run from Nakamura. We've got Edouard, but we're not actually going to shoot. Let's cross this. Ito, come on. Oh, it's a bit of a waste. We should absolutely have just kept going with Edouard there. We try and turn, but Dieng has absolutely won the ball off us there. Tosin. Yes, Mendy. That's what we want. Hoof it forwards with Richardson. That's going to be half-time. 1-0, and I think we deserve to be ahead. Edouard passing it through to Adelaine. They're the wrong way around. You would have wanted Edouard on the end of an Adelaine pass, but it's a second goal for us. A first ever career goal for Adelaine, and a pretty sick celebration as well, not going to lie. Edouard running past 2. He's one-on-one. He's fluffed it a couple of times so far, and he does it again. We just can't seem to score with Oddson Edouard. Teddy Tuma is fit enough to play a couple of minutes at the end of this game. So is Abdelhamid. So our injury crisis really starting to end. And that's good news for us. Adingra from the corner. Come on, we've gone around 2 players. One-on-one. Show Edouard how it's done. Oh, and he's finished just like Edouard does. The Smet winning the ball well. We've got Adingra again. Okay, we're going to score this one, surely. Could pass it across. Could inside. Finesse. Easy. 3-0. Second time of the season. 3 points, 3 goals against Lorient. I really wish we could play them every single match. Of course, now February's come to a close, it's time for another storyline. Thankfully, it's not as bad as January's was, but this one is actually one of my favourites. I remember writing this one thinking about Rooney, and it's probably something Harry Kane will do too. But funnily enough for us, our oldest player who can actually play at striker is Oddson Edouard. It's probably not what he had in mind when he joined the club, but sure, we're going to retrain him right now. It'll take a few months for Edouard to actually become a central midfielder, so of course we're just playing him through the middle for this game against Lille. Well, we're actually not going to play too much of this game against Lille because, as you can see, it was a horrific kick clash, and we're just going to rely on FIFA simulating us a good result, which it does, a 3-1 win. With that out of the way, it's time for a huge game now. If we can give PSG their second loss of the season, we do have a real chance of actually catching them up. They are only 10 points ahead of us, so if this starts some kind of downward spiral, you could see Rem somehow winning the league. We're still trying to recreate that Ito goal, and yet again it hasn't really worked. Agbadou giving the ball away very easily there to PSG. Good slide tackle, but Mbappe's through, and you know, if Mbappe gets a second facing your goal, anywhere near it, he is going to score. I have to say, I do like playing against PSG just because of how good and how tough the challenge really is. Can we get anything out of this game? Well, we're going to try our best, but it's going to be very, very tough from this position. Teddy Tuma starting his first game for a couple of months right now. We got that ball out wide. Let's try and find Ito. Nice. Can we get the ball on Edouard's head? No, we can't, and he still hasn't actually scored a goal for us. Edouard playing in midfield a little bit there. Maybe that's what he'll be like, because he's played through Ito one-on-one, surely. Navas saves it onto the post, and then Ronaldo nearly scores an own goal. We're getting so close to scoring in this game. Mbappe on the ball, a bit deeper this time. That's where we want to try and keep him, but he is linking things up. Sanset on the edge of the box. Good save from Hugo Lloris. You never know, could have found the top corner. Manetzi charging forwards from midfield. You can tell he's relentless. Finally, Edouard, surely this is the chance. It is. He holds off Marquinhos. There's no way you can save that one. Outside of the boot. Finally, Edouard has his first goal for Stade de Reims. Okay, let's hold on to this. We can't concede. Dembele to Mbappe. The trick to get some space, and then like we said earlier, any space, Mbappe will score. Trademark celebration, of course. I think Mbappe's 2 goals have cost us this game because we've got about half a minute left. Can we win the ball back? They play it back to Navas. The referee blows his whistle. And we are not going to gain any ground on PSG. They've won yet again. They might actually be breaking records this year. We have a perfect opportunity to get some form back. We're playing against the worst team in the league now, FC Metz. They've only got 18 points all season. That's about a third of what we've got, so it's a great chance for us. Let's get the ball out to Ito. Come on, beat your man. Ref, could be a penalty. Back heel it to Adlan. Manetzi's in space. Let's smash it. Okay, let's try and smash it again. Another good stop. Good block. FC Metz looking a bit more solid than I was expecting. Edouard, okay, we're hitting this. There we go. What a finish. That's more like what we were expecting when we signed him. Not what we've had recently, but the past 2 games, Edouard finally starting to click and get into that Rams rhythm. Ito. We love hitting them from there with Ito, and it's got in this time. We've got an achievement for that. Apparently, it's the first power shot we've scored, even though we scored one with Ito in that game against PSG. But look at this. 0.07 XG. 111 kilometers an hour straight through the goalkeeper's hands. Unstoppable shot. Ito to Edouard. Okay, he gets a toe to it ahead of the defender from Metz. You can see how much worse they are than us. Nakamura with the header. We weren't really expecting that one to go in, let's be honest. We've got the lead, but let's keep the press up. Tuma, get involved. Yes, look at that. Straight to Edouard. Back to Tuma. Oh, we couldn't quite get it around the defender. That would have been 3-0 just before half-time for sure. Metz coming out a little bit better in the second half. They have that Georgian guy from Ajax. Is it going to go in? I couldn't tell who was Lloris and who was a Metz player right there, but still 2-0. Edouard plays it through to Tuma, wins the ball himself, finesse it past him. Another good save. These AI goalkeepers are making some pretty solid saves so far in the second part of this season. We've been absolutely done there, surely. Okay, great save from Lloris. He's proven that he's still got it. Big ball there into Lamkelzee. They've got Mikau Atze through the middle. Begawa. They've got some very strange names, these players. I can't really keep up with it, but some solid defending. Good clearance there from Nakamura and Akemi. And that's going to be a 2-0 win for Rem. Yet another win. The perfect way to respond to that PSG defeat. Hopefully, Odsonne Edouard's form will continue into our next match against Olympique Lyonnais. A team that's only a couple of points below us in the table, and one that has a real chance of overtaking us if we don't manage to win this game. Let's hit it. And it's an easy save for a man you might recognise, Yevan Diouf, our former goalkeeper. Of course, now playing for Lyon. Good tackle, Nakamura. Okay, let's curl it with Edouard. Good save, of course. We're kind of used to seeing them from Diouf, though. For the most of the season, he was making them in our colours. Corner. We're quite good from these. Nakamura. Tuma gets up highest. That's another great save. All right, Fouquet's not got a lot of pace, and Pedersen has got past him. I think that's Lacazette in the middle. Oh, God. It's Neymar. He scored against us yet again. He got 2 against us in the first game of the season, and he's got 1 in this second match. Maybe he's someone we should look to sign next year, because I'm sure he would probably fit in our squad too. Benrahma, nice pullback. Yeah, he's absolutely done us there as well. Lyon seem to be a bit of a bogey team for Rennes, but I guess at least we have another half where we could try and make a comeback for the first time this season. Benrahma to Numa. God, let's try and keep him from getting inside the box. Some nice one-touch passing, and nothing Loris can do about that. Benrahma has hit that with so much pace. Edouard into the box. We've got no one in the middle to cross it to, so let's cut inside. Tried to finesse it far post. Good block there from Leon. Get it forwards. Oh, look at the player stats at the top there. We are getting absolutely dominated. Edouard has not quite got enough pace to get past Diamande either. After how well we played in the last game, this is a little bit of a disappointment, but I guess Leon are a decent team, and we're just going to have to take the loss on the chin. It won't actually affect our league position too much, because we have got a little bit of a buffer, but it does mean Leon and their claps are getting a bit closer. You know the drill, it's the end of the month, so it's time for a new storyline. It's a good job we didn't have to fly back from Rennes to Paris, because right now we've got a quarantine on all of our international players. That means that Tuma, Ito, Manetsi, Darami and Okumu are all out of our next match. It's not nice timing for a huge game against Nice. I guess the good point is that Nice don't actually have the best team themselves, but having a right back playing DM, Adalan and Stambouli starting midfield together has already put us on the back foot for this game. We still have Loris and Edouard because they're nowhere near the French national team, and I think really we're going to have to rely on them in this match. Good ball to Kadra, let's chip it up and smash it. Okay, that was not quite what we were expecting, but I guess it is Kadra's first game in a long time. Edouard, can we turn? We can. We've got two runners. One of them is Kadra, hopefully better this time. We tried to pull it across. It was so much easier just to shoot there. Adalan, good turn. Fouquet. We've got Kadra right here. We could pass it, but I want to kill this top corner. Oh, it's a good save there from Bulka. Have to say, it is going better than I was expecting, but Nice running into the box. Can we block it? We can't block it. I don't know what the quarantine was from, and you can probably guess that I wrote these storylines back in 2021, but it's cost us a goal in this match for sure. Rosier getting into the box. Can we just hold him out? We just need to intercept the pass and counter. That's what we're so good at in this match. But again, another shot. Good save there from Hugo Loris just before halftime. Nice going to be allowed to take the corner. Can we just head this away? Goalkeeper comes for it, kind of gets it, and then Torre, the lowest rated player on the pitch, heads it away. It's not good. We've got a 65 rated winger playing in such an important match. Here is Torre. Well, he has beaten his man, and he could have won us a really dangerous free kick right there. Boussy has Edouard through on goal. I thought he was in there. That must have been so close to being onside, surely. He's kind of half his body was offside, actually. Mendy's been bypassed right there by Boga. And Moffy, okay, turns, shoots. Not sure what our left back was doing, playing him so far onside, but Terran Moffy is definitely someone I would love to see joining Stade de Rennes if we do ever qualify for the Champions League. Adalan, can he get a second goal of the season? Doesn't quite have enough pace. You would imagine someone like Manetsi or Tuma probably would have scored that goal right there. Stambouli plays through Edouard. Surely now's our time to shoot. Come on, hit it. And it goes wide of the target. Sums up our game, really, that. Nice bit of play from Nice on the edge of the box. Thuram, is he going to shoot? No, he's not. Okay, let's just keep pressing them. They get into the box. Moffy shoots. That's another good save that from Hugo Loris. I really didn't rate him when we signed him, but he's playing actually really well. Referee confirms that we have lost a game again. I think that's our first time we've lost 2 matches in a row. But you can't really blame us for this one. Hopefully it doesn't cost us come the end of the season. We are actually getting quite lucky with some of the teams we're facing because we're on a bit of a loss streak. And now we're playing against the second worst team in the league, Montpellier. They've only got about 3 wins all season, and we need to hope that this is the start of a new win streak for Stade de Rennes. Nakamura, okay, De Smet's running down the wing. He can actually cross, and I think that's Manetsi in the middle. It is. Hit it. First time, straight past the goalkeeper. 9 minutes in. It's the exact shot we wanted. The exact cross we wanted from De Smet as well. It bobbled straight onto Manetsi's boot. Let's not throw this lead away, because Montpellier are looking kind of dangerous at the minute. Adams, that's Ferry. Oh my god, is that... Okay, that could easily have been a penalty. Hugo Lloris with the big risk. Nakamura, play it to Tuma. Okay, play it to Tuma again. Hit it. Hit it. Open goal. He's not missing the second one, but he really should have scored the first one. We'll take a 2-goal lead because usually we're not too bad at actually keeping our leads. Just before half-time, are they going to get a last chance? Is the ref just going to blow? The ref's going to blow, and we will definitely take that for halfway through this game. We really do need to confirm this win because we are actually dangerously close to dropping out of the top 4. Ball comes across. I think Loris had that covered. The Smet to Mendy. Oh, it's been intercepted. Come on, let's just keep pressing them. Don't let them have any time on it. Surely, okay, another good save there from Hugo Loris. Let's just clear it with the Smet. The Rami, new sub, of course. Richardson, let's hit it across the goalkeeper. Come on, finesse it. Great save. So many good saves happening in this episode. Come on, Drami, get out your feet. Okay, this is definitely a finesse across the goalkeeper. We're not missing that one. In extra time, we make it 3-0. I don't think we were really in any danger of losing this one, but that's good to have it confirmed by the referee that we get yet another 3 points. Okay, this is where things start to get a little bit interesting, because we only have 3 more matches left this season. We could still technically finish second, but it's not going to happen. It's going to be a straight race between us and Lyon for the 3rd Champions League group stage spot. We've got to play against Marseille, Brest and Rennes, all of which are in the top half of the table, as you can see right here. It's going to be a crazy end to the season. But before I can actually show you that, it's also the end of April, so while things are getting a bit tense on the pitch, we do still need to grab a storyline. Okay, this one is actually quite positive. Let's have a look at some of the teams we could possibly loan players from that are better than us. Inter Milan, Manchester United, PSG. There's some really good options out there. I think we're actually going to pick Brighton because we can pick up Baleba and we can also pick up Sarmiento, and they will both improve us when they join next July. As good as those 2 loanees are going to be for us next year, they can't impact this run-in, which of course begins with a big game against Olympique Marseille. It's a big match because if we lose here, it basically condemns us to 4th place, and we go behind within 15 minutes. Ryan Gould with a nice shot, smashing it straight past Hugo Loris. Of course, we're going to fight back because we want this. Menetzi getting into the box. He hits it over the crossbar, and that really annoyed me because he has scored a couple of goals exactly like that this season. Edouard getting on the ball again. We had a couple of players in the middle, but we couldn't find any of them, and this is exactly how Marseille played. If you tried to press them, they would just pass it around the backs. They already had the lead, they had 3 centre-backs and a goalkeeper, and it would be impossible to close them all down at the same time. We made a couple of subs at half-time. Darami, of course, still our top scorer. Edouard hasn't quite overtaken the 9 goals he's got for us yet, and hoped for the best that a little bit more pace might make it a bit easier. Well, he got a good chance here against Kondogbia. The young Dane had way too much pace. He closed in on the goal, and it was a great save there from Pau Lopez. But we were making chances, and that was already better than Edouard was doing in the first half. It's a shame our luck with corners seems to have ended after that first match of the season, because we scored 2 in that one, and I don't think we've really scored one ever since. Drami got another chance, bursting into the box. We tried to pull it across to Tuma, but we waited way too late, and like we said, there's about 6 Marseille defenders just sat on the 6-yard box. There's nothing you can do to get through that. They'd get a free kick on the edge of the box, hit the crossbar, and this time, Loris would keep it at 1-0, so we were still technically in this match. Darami won a header to Nakamura. Menetzi was bursting through from midfield. We're on all-out attack, but we pressed the wrong button, and instead of crossing it, we do a flare pass, and that was basically the end of the match. Marseille would just keep getting on the ball. They'd pass it short, they'd pass it around the back, and there was nothing we could do. So we'd lost this match 1-0 to an early Ryan Gould effort, and that annoyed me a little bit more as well. And all of a sudden, with 2 games left, we were 4 points off 3rd place. To make things even worse, if we lost both of our games, then Lyon could actually realistically overtake us, and we wouldn't get any Champions League football at all. We needed at least a point in this game against Brest. Ah, no, they're through. Come on, Loris. Good save. It's going to fall to them again. Good save again. Okay, clear it. Get rid of that one. Man, we've been dominated this first half an hour. Magnetti. Oh, they've got a chance here. Come on, Loris. Off the post. How lucky are we getting in this? We could easily be 2-0 down. So this has been a pretty boring match, but I think we might have a chance here. Nakamura, Edouard, hit it from the edge of the box. It's gone into the crowd. Looks like a point is probably all we're going to get from this one, annoyingly. We've made some changes. Darami is now on up front. Hopefully that can make the difference for us. Nakamura's got it. We see Darami's run here. Let's try and flick it. Right, on the volley. Oh, if that would have been volleyed, that would have been almost as good as that one he did in the first half of the season. Nakamura on the ball again. It's got Tuma. Okay, give it to Menetzi, to Darami. Let's hit this now. What a finish that is. Straight in the top corner. You're not saving that goalkeeper. There's been like no chances in this game at all. Darami just about got it out his feet, and then it was just one-on-one, and no goalkeeper saving a shot hit as fiercely as that one right there. I think the referee is about to blow his whistle, and this will be the first time Stade de Rennes have finished in the top 4 since around 1963. That season they finished 2nd, and we might still be able to finish 3rd, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's have a look at the table. So yeah, if Lens draw and we win by 2 or more goals, we will officially finish 3rd. With just a single game of the season left, Hugo Lloris also announces his retirement, so there's a lot of pressure on him as well in this game to try and keep a clean sheet in his last match in football. The whole season comes down to this. It could be 3rd, it could be 4th. Either way, we're in the Champions League next year. Let me know any signing suggestions you got in the comments below, or message me over on my Instagram, which I just started and linked in the description, Discord, Twitter, however you want to get in touch. I need signing suggestions and I need your help. Good bit of play there from Nakamura. We've got Tuma, we've got Edouard, we've got Manetzi. We should have had a goal. That's like the 3rd or 4th time he's missed from a very similar situation. So maybe Manetzi is someone we could improve going forwards in the summer transfer window. Mendy, oh, we dived in. If we hadn't dived in, I don't think that's a goal. That's totally on me. That's totally on Mendy for sliding in. And it looks like Rennes are going to take an early lead. Let's hope they don't do what Marseille do and just pass it around the back. Nakamura gets the cross in. Well defended that by Rennes. Can we get the ball back? We can. Manetzi, great playing there. You can tell he's relentless. Edouard gets into the box. Oh, good save that. Have we been brought down for a penalty? No. I wish we had, though. Poor pass from Richardson. Can we stop them counter-attacking? Yes, Richardson back on the ball. He's got Edouard. We're going to try and play it through. Okay, finesse shot. It's also their goalkeeper, Steve Mandanda's last game, and he's 39, so the same pressure on him as is on Lloris. So that's officially half-time. It's not going too well for us so far. Let's hope we can switch things up a gear in the second half. Edouard getting on the ball. Nice Nakamura. We haven't got too many options. We do have an option now, though. Ito, the Japanese connection. Can we hit it? We can't quite hit it. Defender gets just back in time. Ito, they're playing the ball in the corner flag right now. 1-0 up. This match means nothing to them, but we win it. Edouard, Nakamura. Okay, let's try and go round this guy. Oh, that has not come off. We should have just hit it first time. Kadra has the ball out wide. A rare appearance for him. We have Darami in the middle. We pass it to him. He goes around the goalkeeper. He doesn't shoot, but he was offside anyway, so it's not as big as a blunder as it first looked. Right, finally back on the ball. Darami. Kadra goes around his man. We've got 2 men across. Let's try and cross this back post. Adingra's there, unmarked. How's he saved it? Oh, just about. We get the rebound. If that hadn't gone in, I would have thought that Steve Mandanda had some kind of magic spell. Okay, let's try and get that win. Quick counter-attack. Okay, it's gone to Rennes. They've passed it around edge of the box. That is an absolute stab in the back from Goury. He's someone that I'm very interested in as signing, so let me know if you think that's realistic in the comments below. But yeah, it looks like we're going to lose this important game unless this goes in. And of course, it does not. Mandanda catches it. The referee confirms that Rennes will be starting the season in the Champions League next year. A 4th place finish is way more than I was hoping for when we started this season. I was expecting maybe 6th, 7th or 8th. So to finish in the top 4, that close to Lens, that close to Nice, I think 2nd place is more than doable next year. Let's stop obsessing over the league table for a minute though, and for the final time this season and this episode, let's roll the storyline generator. Okay, this one is not amazing, but it's not totally awful. We're going to have to choose between selling Agbadou and Akiemi. You might not even recognise Akiemi because we've given most of our minutes to Thibaut de Smet already. That makes it so easy for me to decide. Akiemi is gone in July and Agbadou survives, for now. And that's going to be the end of this episode as well. I hope you really enjoyed watching this season. I'll put the full season up in one video over on my second channel, and subscribe so you don't miss season 2. Like before, of course, leave any comments with transfer suggestions or anything like that in the comments below. But thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Cheers and goodbye. Stade de Rennes are finally back in the Champions League. We lost the final back in 1956 and again in 1959, but finally in 2025 we have the chance to redeem ourselves. The only problem is, our team is absolutely nowhere near good enough to win this tournament. We're going to spend as long as it takes to try and realistically build this mid-table club into a first European title. The most important thing to do in this July is to try and improve the team. We have some decent players, but we really need a goalkeeper and left back pretty badly. Thankfully, I've got just the players in mind. Firstly though, thanks for your suggestions, but preseason was a little bit unrealistic for his rating and Marcin Bulka finished above us in the league. So instead, we're going to bring Edouard Mendy back to Rem. He struggled last year in Saudi Arabia, he's been replaced now by Keylor Navas, and we needed a top tier huge goalkeeper with experience winning the Champions League. So Edouard Mendy was the exact person we needed. A good left back is a little bit harder to find though. We don't actually have too much money left, but we can just about afford to sign Rami Bensebaini from Borussia Dortmund. He's been replaced by Ian Martson and he's definitely happy to return to France. He's a member of last season's Champions League winning team and already our squad is looking so much better. But it's time to find our first storyline of the season. Okay, let's have a look. Well, unless we get unlucky with our August storyline, I don't think we'll actually be signing many more players. This could become a massive deal in January though. Composure is actually really underrated for career modes, especially in big European games. But if you want to keep your composure too, please allow me to introduce this video's sponsor, HelloFresh. In many ways, going shopping is a little bit like the summer transfer window, but I shop more like I'm in non-league than in the first division. It's hard to make title-winning food without getting the right ingredients, and with HelloFresh, there's no more staring blankly at the fridge wondering what to make for dinner. If you give HelloFresh a try, you can choose from a squad of over 30 calorie-smart or protein-smart recipes every single week. Your storyline should be to make more delicious food a priority this winter, with quick, convenient recipes being delivered right to your door with HelloFresh. Plus, when you sign up for HelloFresh today, you also get free dessert for life. If you're interested in making world-class meals at home, topped off with a dessert in extra time, why not use the link in the description and the code on screen right now? You'll get 16 free meals from America's #1 meal kit. I used HelloFresh personally when I was at university, and I can say that every meal I tried, I really enjoyed, and it was also simple enough for me to actually cook while I was still learning how to cook. Thanks for HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video, and of course check out the link in the description if you are interested in their service. But anyway, back to today's video, and thanks to our work off the pitch, we're going into this season so much stronger than last year, and somehow it's already time to play our first match. Our first match actually takes place in France, but our opponent is going to be Danish, because our 4th place finish was actually bumped from Europa League qualification to the Champions League knockout rounds, and I think this was because Lon won the Europa League last season. So finally, Stade de Rennes are back in the big time. So football kicks off in Rennes for the first time since the summer of 1963. It's been a long time coming, but I really do believe we have enough in our team to get past a fairly mediocre team from Copenhagen. Honestly though, we really did struggle in this game. In the first half, it ended 0-0, we only had one real chance, and in the second half, Copenhagen got off to the better start. They were really good at this kind of thing, passing the ball around the edge of the box, and Clayson would force a good save there from Edouard Mendy. Adingra, who was starting this match to try and get his overall rating up a little bit, passes it to Tuma. Back to Adingra, tried to get it into Darami in the middle, but our Dane can't quite get past one of theirs, and the game is going to end 0-0. It wasn't actually the best start to the season that we could have hoped for, but I guess 0-0 is better than losing, and we do always have the second leg. But we also have to play in the French League, and our first match of the season, it really does have the potential to be a season-defining match. We expect to be about the same level as RC Lon throughout the season, so we need to get off to a good start and hopefully win this first match. Edouard Mendy absolutely smashing their attacker there to prevent a goal. Lon dribbling on the edge of the box, and they would score the first goal of the episode by smashing it past Edouard Mendy. He probably could have saved it, and I would have expected Diouf to have saved it early in last season, but I guess we can't win them all. What a shot that was from Menetzi. Lons would try and clear it, but we would come back to Menetzi a few minutes later, and this time we get the equaliser. Preseason was on our list of goalkeeper possibilities, and we've actually scored at least 2 goals against him in all of the games we've played against Lon so far, so we could easily go on to get the win in this one. Edouard playing it through but can't quite find Ito. Menetzi reclaims the ball to Tuma. Back to Edouard into the box, smashes it across Samba, and yet again we've stuck 2 in the RC Lens net. What a start this is. We really could get off to a roll early in the season, but maybe not actually, because Thomas Fouquet, our right back, has seen a red card. It seemed a little bit dubious if that was a red card, but I guess diving in from the side can get given. Hopefully the refs aren't against us this season. The long cross came in. Good save there, tipping over his bar by 6'6" Edouard Mendy. But his height probably did cost him there because he couldn't get down fast enough. And Faglini would get a second equaliser in this game. 2-2. And with just a few seconds left, we were going to draw our first match of the season in both the Champions League and in the French League. We're going to do live commentary for all the big games, so hopefully you enjoyed that, and hopefully we can finally get through the knockouts and into the actual competition, the Champions League. Can we beat Copenhagen? Well, let's find out. I don't like playing these away matches in the Champions League. They always seem to be a bit more tough than the home matches, but good turn from Darami. Finesse it, come on, into the bottom corner. Early 1-0 lead, that's exactly what we needed. There's nothing the goalkeeper can do about that. We're playing Darami over Edouard. I think he's actually a better player. Clayson on the attack. Can we squeeze him out? Okay, let's just stand tackle him. Oh, we caught him there, haven't we? The ref's given a penalty. Come on. We dived the wrong way. We're so bad at saving penalties, and it's 1-1, but I really do think we've got it in us to get at least one more goal. Come on, Darami. Use the pace. We see Nakamura pull it across. There it is. No chance we're missing that. 2-1. We deserve to be in the lead. Nakamura, hopefully, is going to kick on this season because he wasn't great last year. Oh, I love doing that skill. Shame it never really works against the AI, but Darami's got it. Come on, pass it to Nakamura. Get a second goal. That would have been insane. The bicycle kick in the Champions League. That would have been an absolute dream goal to have scored. I saw the old Notts County manager say short corners are better, so we'll give one a go. Nakamura. And is that Manetzi? It's fallen to Richardson. It's in. 3-1. We deserve that. I can't believe he outjumped the goalkeeper, but I guess he is like 6'4". He nearly got punched in the head. Okay, another short corner. Let's do it again. Nakamura. Okay, maybe they don't always work, but what have they done there? It's fallen to Manetzi. Hit it. Oh, it's rolled into the corner. 4-1. We have absolutely crushed Copenhagen at their own stadium. Come on, can we get a fifth? Edouard, one-on-one, surely. Yeah, that's in. Hopefully a Champions League goal can start a bit of form for Odsonne Edouard, because he has been a little bit bad for us in the 6 months that we've had him. And I think the referee is going to blow his whistle. 5-2. I mean, I can't really complain about that scoreline. Shame about the goal at the end, but we are into the actual knockout rounds of the Champions League. Get in. So it's time for our second storyline of the episode, and I think this one's probably inspired by Ted Lasso, but it's easy enough to do. For our first game in September, we'll use the 3-1-4-2 formation, and maybe if we beat Strasbourg by enough goals, it'll even stick around for the rest of the year. So how good was that game against Copenhagen right there? We absolutely crushed them, and really, Strasbourg are possibly another team we can destroy. I don't think they're that much better than Copenhagen, and you've seen that our team knows how to score goals. Adingra right there, hitting the crossbar, would have been a nice finesse round the corner. Edouard, 1-2 with Adingra. We're trying to get him in the game a little bit more because Ito's getting a bit older and he has started to go down in overall, so we really need Adingra to play as many matches this season, and maybe we could even sell him for a big amount of money later on. We tried another short corner, and this time it was Edouard at the back post. Maybe if he had had a centre-back, we would have scored, but maybe if our centre-back had got in the way of that, we wouldn't have conceded. We left a massive hole, and Strasbourg have punished us with Mathiba scoring a first goal against us, but hopefully Nakamura can equalise, which he absolutely can. What a finish that was! He was one of the players that I'd kind of earmarked that we'd probably have to replace in the January transfer window because he was stuck on 75 overall, but over the course of July and August, he's already gone up 2 overall and he started scoring goals. As has Manetzi. I mean, what a finish that is. He scored 2 from outside the box, so if he keeps this up, doesn't get injured, he would be huge scoring goals from midfield. It's exactly what we were lacking last year. But despite our good form, that's actually only our first win of the season. We drew our first 3 matches, and that's seen us end up in 10th place. So we do have a little bit of ground to cover, but we are still only 4 points off first place. So almost anything is possible. And same can be said about the Champions League. We were a little bit lucky to get AEK Athens in our group, but having Atletico Madrid and AC Milan means that this is going to be a tough group stage. If we want to finish second in this group, we need to make the most of this game against AEK Athens. Good save from Mendy, but we're going to have to defend a corner right now, and especially in the Champions League, the AI can be pretty dangerous from this position. Eliasson to Mantalos, crosses it in. Zuba, what a save that is there from Mendy. Edouard gets around 2, hit this please. We didn't quite get it. Ito, get it low, and no one's there to tap that in. Could have been a good goal. Nakamura, come on, score another decent goal. We've got the Smet overlapping. I see Edouard in the middle. Let's try and get it to him. Come on. Why has he not scored that? That's terrible. Nakamura. We could have easily scored one by now. use that pace. I can't imagine the defenders are very fast at Athens. Come on, I want to cut back and I want to finesse this. Cuts back. Can he finesse it? He can. Oh, it's missed by a couple of inches. That could have hit the inside of the post and gone in for sure through that gap. Come on, Darami. Yes, hits it. What a finish. We used an effort touch to get between the two defenders, and I absolutely loved it. Getting straight through the middle, one-on-one, smashes it. No way any goalkeeper saving that, let alone the AK Athens one. Just a few minutes left to defend. Come on, it's just a free kick. Oh my god, they've hit it straight at Mendy. How has he not saved this? Let's have a look at the replay. I think his hand touches it. That's absolutely dreadful goalkeeping. Are we going to regret signing Edouard Mendy? Well, I suppose he was only a couple of million. Come on, ref, just blow the whistle. We'll take the draw. Not the way we wanted to start this tournament, but they did only have a single shot. I think the worst thing is that we've tired out our team trying to get the win, and we've got to play Monaco next, who are going to be in that top 4 race just like we are. Yeah, so as we are about halfway through the 3rd month of the season, things aren't really going the way that we were planning, but it's mainly because of defensive or goalkeeping errors that are stopping us from winning games, and we're having to settle for draws instead. This game against Monaco was against another team that is actually unbeaten this season. They've won all 5 of their first 5, but when the AI scores a free kick like that, you know that Monaco really could be title contenders alongside PSG again this season. They have fallen off a little bit since they won the title in about 2018, but their goalkeeper was absolutely unbeatable, and Golovin scored one of the best goals we actually conceded this entire season. They also had a little bit of luck like that. They just ran into our defender, or we ran into them, I guess, and they got a penalty for it. As always, the AI stepped up and scored the penalty, so 2-0 down. We knew we didn't have much chance of winning this match. Having the Champions League in your life really does make things a lot harder because you have to deal with so many more fatigue issues and injury issues, and hopefully we can start to expand our squad a little bit because we have about 10 or so good players, and really to win the title and also be good in the Champions League we'll need about 15 to 20, so we're really going to have to improve our squad over January and maybe next summer. But as Monaco attacked for the last minute in the match, they of course went on to make it 3-0. That means Monaco have won all 6 of their games, so they're on 18 points. Meanwhile, we're still down there on 9. It's also the last match of September, so that means it's of course time for a new storyline. And this one could be quite bad because our best player is still Edouard Mendy. We didn't have any of the keepers really, so we'll be using Loic Badiashile, who we only signed to be a total backup. It's going to be a rating drop of 14 overall, but at least it's only for 1 game. If we lose this match, I hope our major sponsor really does feel happy about themselves. We have a pretty decent month coming up, starting off against Saint-Etienne, then we're going to play against AC Milan, and then we've got an even bigger game against Lille. This could be absolutely crucial to both our Champions League and our Ligue 1 finishing positions, so October was going to be huge. And we needed to get off to a good start against Saint-Etienne. We had Darami up front because we wanted to rest players for that AC Milan game, so we had to try and rotate as much as we could. Thankfully, Darami is actually pretty damn good. He got through one-on-one here, and I think that's a chance that probably odds-on Edouard would have just hit straight at the goalkeeper. It took 70 minutes, but we had the 1-0 lead. All we had to do was hold on for the last 20 minutes, and that's exactly what we did. And you can see the slow climb has already started to the top of this division. All we had to do was try and repeat another 1-0 win, this time against AC Milan in the Champions League. I feel a little bit jealous seeing that Shevchenko tifo because we don't have any legends on Ultimate Team, so we don't get a tifo. Edouard beating one defender. Can he beat Tomori? He can. He hits it straight past Mike Magnan. The French goalkeeper beaten by the French striker. We'll take an early 1-0 lead absolutely all day. Now it's all about defending. Can we door bolt, or catenaccio as the Italians would call it, for the rest of the match? That was a silly tackle. He was so desperate to get the ball. Oh, I think this is a red card. It is. That is going to change things. Right, what can we do here? Ito, get Ito off, put Bussy, maybe play Ben Sibiani, centre-back. It's going to have to do. Reinders with the free kick. Goes backwards, thank God. Jonathan Tah back to Reinders. Benassa, Chukwueze, Okafor. Good job, we got a block there. And good catch there from Edouard Mendy. Okafor on the ball again. Theo Hernandez gets absolutely bodied. Ben Sibiani, just clear this off the pitch. Yeah, get rid of that. Leao, the danger man to Okafor, 1-on-1, good save. Can we get to the rebound? We can. Ben Sibiani just about scrambles it clear. Milan attacking down the wing again. That could have been a penalty. Oh, Leao was unmarked at the back post there. What a stop that was from Mendy. And the referee confirms it. We have our first win in the Champions League since 1963. That win could be absolutely huge. If we can get a draw or even just lose narrowly against Atletico Madrid, we could be through into the knockout rounds. But we have to focus on this game against Lille, because this is going to be just as important. If we don't win this one, then we are going to be in danger of missing out on the Champions League next year, no matter how well we do this season. When this ball fell to Solanke, he put it in the net, and I was so thankful that the assistance flag was very much raised. Good decision that from the referee. Tuma turning, and he hasn't really been that good this season, to be honest. Last year he was alright. This season I was expecting a little bit more as we put more good players around him, but nothing so far. Manetsi gets the ball to Tuma again though. Adingra, Darami smack it on the volley. How has he not found the net? We need a replay of this. How close was this? We chipped it over the defender. We probably could have taken a touch looking at this replay. The defender and the goalkeeper were quite far away, and we hit his bottle rather than the side netting. It's a bit of a shame. The French League is actually quite interesting because you don't get too many low-scoring matches like this one, usually because both teams' defences are absolutely terrible, but we were relying on ours right there to block that shot. If they hadn't blocked it, it probably would have been a 1-0 loss, but instead, we're going to take 1 point back to Rennes. We're also going to take a storyline back to Rennes. So we're in October, so we don't actually have to do anything to this one just now, but it's quite a nice one for our team. We have a couple of Japanese players, so signing another one isn't really the most unrealistic thing out there. We'll send one of our scouts off to Korea, just in case we can't find anyone from Japan, and that's it, let's get back to playing matches. PSG weren't actually quite as strong as they were last year. They had people like Dagba in their team, and we know from one of our old saves that he really isn't the best fullback. So if we can get our left winger Nakamura on the ball and run at Dagba, then we have a decent chance of scoring at least 1 goal in this game. It was actually at this part of the season I totally gave up on using Odson Edouard, but it was going to be really tough to try and score with a 74 rated Darami against such a good PSG team. They scored their first goal in the 10th minute, and I say first goal because of course they're going to go on to score at least 1 more. Darami would get a decent chance right here, but his pullback wasn't quite good enough, otherwise that could easily have been an equaliser. We were actually quite lucky to go in at half-time only 1-0 down. We could have scored a couple of goals, but PSG could have scored at least 3 in that first half. They had another good chance right there, but some really solid defending from us did keep them out, but it didn't last for long. Good finish there from Vitinha, just slotting it straight past Mendy. Nothing we can really do about that one. Mbappe had a good chance right here, but his chip would find the top of the net rather than the back of the net. Another couple of seconds later, Simmons would find Mbappe, and this time he didn't make the same mistake. 3-0 up, and it was quite clear that PSG was so much better than us. They would make it 4-0 yet again, with Zaire Emery scoring another late goal just like he did in the Cup last season, and that was going to be our biggest loss of the season so far. It's actually not good timing because we also had our last group stage match, which was against Atletico Madrid. Basically, if we win this, we would be top of our group. If we lost this, we could still finish 3rd. So that goal, after 3 minutes by Odson Edouard, who was back in the team because Darami actually got injured against PSG, was an absolutely amazing start. We had a look to see how much pace Witsel and Azpilicueta had after the match, and Witsel was on 21 sprint speed, while Azpilicueta was on 26. So we had a decent amount of pace up front, and that meant we were going to have a lot of chances in this match. But so would they, because they had a decent team. It took a nice save there from Mendy to keep Saul's edge of the box shot out, and Molina would find Morata. He'd come into the box, a back heel to Griezmann, and that is an absolute classic Griezmann finish into the top left corner. So we're back level. We needed to get ahead. Our injured Darami came on off the bench and would actually make the difference in the 72nd minute, scoring a nice one-on-one finesse shot into the far corner. In a situation like this, of course, you want as many goals in the lead as you can possibly get, and thankfully Darami gave us a 2nd goal lead, and what a finish that was. Oblak, one of the best goalkeepers in the world, all he can do is palm such a powerful finish slightly closer to the edge of the net. I love scoring that goal. That was absolutely amazing. We kept trying our short corner technique and we hit the crossbar. That would have absolutely killed the game off, but we didn't need it because we would go on to win 3-1 and actually finish top of our group. Like we said, if Madrid had won that, we would have been out, but we are through to the knockout rounds of the Champions League. It's also the first time we've had a storyline repeat, but at least it was a nice easy one. We can't actually go on to renew Edouard Mendy's contract, so instead, we're going to renew our 2nd highest rated player, who's Kaito Nakamura. He absolutely deserves it. He's grown by 2 and he's been performing really well this season. Job done. But before we could even play any games in December, we actually had to sort a bigger issue. We've now got 4 of our best players out injured, and we also had to recall both Diakite and Adelen, or we wouldn't have a full bench of players. We also got a massive offer for Simon Adingra from Monaco, and I don't think we could actually realistically say no to this offer of £40.3 million. We'll still have him in the squad for the next couple of matches, but we'll need to sign a replacement in January, otherwise we're going to have even more holes in this squad. One hole that we haven't missed though is Sergio Akiemi. Ben Sibiani has been so much better than him, that is when he hasn't been injured, that we haven't missed this guy at all, but it was time for him to try and get revenge because it was his Marseille team that was visiting our ground in the next match. Marseille passing it around the back right now, Klaus. I think the ref's just going to blow for half time, and that was one of the most boring halves I have ever played, I think. Passing it out to Richardson, back heel it to Sarmiento. Can we dribble around Kondogbia? We try. I guess the block in. Good block there from Marseille. We've got a corner. Should we go short? Nah, let's just hit it in. Tuma. And we get the header, but it's another good save from the goalkeeper. Diakite, he's not been so good, but he's not very high rated either. Ito, he should be scoring that. He used to be our best player. Another corner comes in. Agbadou jumps highest. Agbadou with the powerful header. Really nice goal, that one. Something so nice about scoring corner goals on FC24. When your player just jumps highest, gets that much power on it, nothing a goalkeeper's going to be able to do about that one. One last attack now for Marseille. Ndiaye from the edge of the box. Well saved that by Mendy. And we confirm yet another win. So we know we're top of our group. But we're going to be playing against Juventus in a really tough round of 16 match in just a couple of days. But before that, we're actually playing on Christmas Day. I'm not sure why the game's decided to put a match on Christmas Day, but it absolutely has. It's a shame it's not snowing, but we're going to try and make Toulouse lose in a Christmas Day special. They have a danger man up front though, Thies Dalanga. He's got 4 goals in his last 3 games, so let's try and avoid making that 5 goals in his last 4. Adingra getting on the ball in midfield. Baleba, we have a very big rotated team in this one, as you can probably tell. But Darami's one of them. He gets through, he's past the defender, slots it in. 14 minutes, 1-0 up. Great start. It's the games against teams like Toulouse and Saint Etienne that we absolutely have to win if we want to have any chance of closing that 10-point gap PSG already have above us. Honestly though, I'm just looking forward to spending some of that Adingra money to try and make this squad as good as it possibly could. Of course though, Thies Dalanga is going to score against us. It was almost inevitable. Whenever you see that pre-match stat that they're in good form, they always seem to score. Darami's in decent form though, and he could have scored that one if he'd just put a bit more height on it. He would have chipped it into the top corner. I think this is going to be our last attack of the match. Sarmiento, he gets blocked off and the game's going to end 1-1. So yet another draw. With our strange Christmas Day fixture over, let's hope the storyline generator gives us a present. Okay, well, it hasn't really. We can combine this with August and October storylines, which means we have to sign an Asian international player with 80 or more overall. It's going to be possible, but it's going to be tough to find someone with that kind of rating. Rio Hatate is playing for Celtic, and he's also the exact right overall and has over 75 composure. For just under £15 million, he's ours, and that's 3 storylines completed all at once. With Odsonne Edouard also departing after not really impressing me, we have a massive hole at both right wing and striker. I think I found the exact players that this team needs. First, we're going to re-sign someone who left in 2021. Welcome back to Reims, Bouli Dia. Brian Mboimo is also going to be our new winger. He left France back in 2019, but we've rescued him from a Brentford side that haven't actually played him once this year. I'd honestly say that our team is now good enough to actually challenge in Europe, but that game against Juventus might still be a bit too much. While a lot of our strikers are out of form, Bouli Dia is absolutely on top form. In his last game for Salernitana, he got a hat-trick. So why don't you leave a comment below? Let me know who you think is going to score first for our team. Is it going to be Hatate, Dia or Mboimo? We had a decent chance there, but Hatate fell over. Nakamura tries to chip it into Dia, and hopefully that's not a sign of the kind of performances we're going to get from him. A hat-trick in his last game, I think he just made 3 mistakes just then. Hatate gets the ball out wide. Can he finesse it from the edge of the box? He tries, but Juan Carlos is going to just catch that one so easily. Nakamura, he's now an 80 rated player. He finds Bouli Dia. Come on, have you got enough pace? Surely you can finish this one. Off the crossbar, he hit it with so much power. That should easily have been that first goal. Dia again. He's going to link up with Nakamura. We have Mbomo in the middle. We're not going to use him. We should have used him. We're just going to smash that one wide. Hatate on the ball. Mbomo. What a finish that is. You can tell he's got the finesse shot play style because that was exactly like that Griezmann one. He scored against us for Atletico Madrid. And Mbomo would also get the first assist. So he got the first goal of those three and the first assist. And what an assist it was. That cross right onto the foot of Nakamura. We had a little chance here, but really we're just going to take the 2-0 lead. Another 3 points and a little bit more momentum into the last half of the season. Perfect. Just before we did January storyline and a few days before the transfer window closed, we noticed that Hugo Ekitike was on the transfer list. We can't quite afford him right now, but his contract is expiring this summer and he could be an amazing free agent. If we could pay his £90,000 per week wages, that is. Anyway, onto the storyline. This one is nice and simple. We just need to find a player that is at least 6'4". We did find this academy guy, Ryu, but he's too young to promote, so we'll have to find a decent free transfer. Theo Zidane looks good. He's the son of a legend and also going to be the completer of this storyline. He won't play very much, but it is still fun to imagine Zinedine Zidane hanging around the training ground to watch his son play. Zinedine Zidane wasn't in attendance for the first match that Zidane could have played though, because it was a snowy match against RC Lens. Someone that was there was Remy Bensebaini. For the first time in a couple of months, he's back in our squad, and that could make a huge difference going into this run-in. And Mbomo on the ball, outside of the box, really weird mistake right there, but he's going to win it back, is he? No, great goalkeeping there from Brice Samba. Santa Maria trying to press Tuma, but we turn him. We've got Nakamura. Finesse shot from the edge of the box. He has absolutely turned it on these past few months. What a finish that is. Finessed perfectly over Samba's hand. Down the middle of the goal, sure, but it's a really nice finish. Are we going to score two past Samba yet again? Well, just before half-time, it's actually Lon who nearly scored past us, but good save that from Mendy. Tuma now from the edge of the box, and yet again, that's 4 matches we've played against Lon and Brice Samba, and we've scored 2 goals in every single one of them. I think we got a 2-2 last year and a 2-0 win, and we also got a 2-2 draw this year, so let's hope we get a second 2-0 win. Well, it's not going to be, because as soon as Bensebaini comes off, Santa Maria would loop a header over Edouard Mendy. It's yet another goalkeeping mistake. I'm starting to get a little bit bored of them, honestly. Ito with the volley in the last minute, that would have been an absolute banger, but we're going to take the 2-1 win. We're still on track to finish second, which given the awful start to the season we had, I would absolutely take. Anyway, now it's time for the big one. It was time for Stade de Reims' first knockout match for over 62 years. Bouli Dia cuts inside behind Diallo. Can he finish? Oh, it's a good block that from Bremer. Mbomo, he pushes someone out the way. Nice bit of strength there from the winger. That's what we brought him in the team to do. Let's dribble. Right, let's try and finesse this. Come on, into the far corner. Yeah, I think even if that had gone on target, Szczesny had that covered. Nakamura to Tuma. We've got Dia, but we've also got Nakamura out wide. Now to Dia, surely. Okay, 1-on-1. We've got Mbomo, but I don't think we can pass this. Let's just finesse it. Oh, it's a good save from Szczesny yet again. Is he going to be the thorn in our side? Chiesa into our box. Let's not give away another silly penalty for no reason. Good defending, and Vlahovic's header goes just wide. Kostic with the corner. Nakamura heads it away. De Smet just about clears it. And Tuma finishes the job, but I think we're actually in this match. We're competing with Juventus, which is absolutely amazing to me. Dia gets the ball from Hatate, tries to finesse it. One of these days, he's going to score that first goal for us, and it is going to be absolutely amazing. Richardson, good ball out to Nakamura. Tuma and Nakamura, they've linked up so well throughout this match. Has he got enough pace to get away from Bremer? He has. There's another good save from Szczesny. This guy's unbeatable. And Mbomo gives it to Dia. Hatate dribbles around him. Good bit of footwork right there into the box. Again, what another great save that is from Szczesny. Right, let's try another one of these short corners. And Mbomo to Nakamura. Okumu, he leaps highest. I was not expecting him to be the man that scored the goal, but he jumped above all the defenders, and there's nothing Szczesny can do about that one. We now have something to defend in the rest of this match and in the next leg. Juventus, oh, is that a blunder? Surely Dia. Oh my god, if we'd have made it 2-0, there's no way we're not going through in my opinion. We could defend a 2-0 lead, but 1-0 is going to be risky. And the referee blows his whistle. We'll have to play a couple of league games before we find out if we are in the quarterfinals. With our Champions League fate still kind of hanging in the balance, let's find our storyline. Well, this one is actually quite bad, and it's an unlucky day for our loaned out right back Terence Kadu. He never quite learned to play right mid last year, but we've recalled him and then sacked him straight away to stop this investigation. At least this won't affect the next match against PSG, where our entire team is either tired or injured. This could be pretty bad. We've already lost 4-0 to PSG twice in this career, and with the team that we've put out today, there's a serious risk that this could be even worse. Why has no one jumped on that ball right there? Our goalkeeper's too slow, and that has to be one of the most annoying and worst goals I have ever conceded in 25 years of career mode. No one went for the ball, and they just slotted it straight round our goalkeeper. Mbappe with the deep free kick. That would have been an unreal finish. Off the post, we're so lucky it's not 2-0. Sancet getting on the ball again. Renato Sanchez back to Sancet to Koke. See Mbappe's trying to make space through the middle and he's found it. Good save from Mendy. Can we keep it to just 1-0? Well, Ito, he scored against PSG last year. Surely he can do it again. It's a nice finish from a man who hasn't played too much this season, and we have our equaliser against PSG. Can we hold on? Can we get this point? Xavi Simons trying to dribble into the box. Ito wins it back, but it falls back to Simons. Mbappe to Mukiele, and that's going to be another goal for PSG. Not the man you would have expected to have scored, but it was a decent finish from the centre-back. Sancet gets the ball on the edge of the box. It's a good tackle from Richardson, I thought, but it's going to end up with maybe Mbappe hitting this. And that's just as good, if not better, than that Golovin one that Monaco scored against us. We do have daylight still between us and third place, Lens, but we are absolutely nowhere near the title, and I think PSG are about 3 or 4 matches away from securing that themselves. We'll use the rest of the season to try and grow our players as fast as we can, maybe scout some new players out to try and make a run for the title next season. If we're serious about making that title challenge next year though, we'll need to learn how to beat teams like FC Lorient, because you're not going to get a title by drawing against teams like this. Of course, we do also have one eye on that game against Juventus in just a couple of days' time, so we have got a kind of half-rested team, and Burmo, he should have had about 10 league goals for us already, and he's only played in about 10 games, so he's looking like he could be a really good signing. Bouli Dia hasn't really been a good goal scorer, but he is linking up the play, and he was a big part of that opening goal. His header across found Hatate, and he found Nakamura, celebrating with a dance as he becomes an 81 rated player. Insane growth from a really useful player. Mboyamo would have a decent chance right there. He probably could have passed that across to Dia, and that would have been a nice, unselfish way to score our first goal, but we avoid getting taken out right there. Dia again, getting so unlucky. He hit that with so much power. Somehow, he's still not scored a goal for Stade de Reims. Dia, he beats Talbi. He's got 2 men in the middle. Can he find him? He can't quite find him, and that's probably going to be the last chance we have in this game. The referee is going to give us the win, and that is going to be another 1-0 win, and basically has secured us second place come the end of the season. Really, in the league, we've only got a couple more storylines to do, so we might just skip and only concentrate on the Champions League for the rest of this year. We have a fully fit team. You can see some of our players like foremost Mendy now being 80 rated, some insane growth since we signed him last year, but we're going to need him to play like a 90 rated player if he's going to stop Vlahovic and Moises Kean. Let's see how we get on in this second leg. Robertioni, Akumu dives in, what a tackle that is, kind of risking giving away a penalty, but it was absolutely worth it, good decision. Richardson there with a late hit on their midfielder, but Kostic keeps the ball, plays advantage. DePaul turns, finds Keane, good save there from Mendy. Corner, is it going to be DePaul? It is, they put it in the box, but Nakamura's really bad header. The ball's ricocheting and just about gets caught by Mendy. Chiesa controls it twice. Keane finds the far corner. Goalkeeper's not saving that. That had way too much power on it. I really like this Juventus kit, by the way. Keane on the ball again. The goal scorer finds Vlahovic. Mendy, come on, just like stop this shot. Vlahovic did a little touch. It rolled behind foremost Mendy. The youngster giving away a penalty. Can we finally save a penalty though? Vlahovic. And we dived the right way. There was just no response there from Mendy. That was just an annoying one to concede. Come on, we're making so many mistakes right now. Mendy bailing us out yet again. can we finally get an equalizer? Nakamura, we've got 20 minutes left. We're fighting for everything. Tuma from the edge of the box. Narrowly missed. That was so close to finding that far corner. And Bomo, dear, this would be a great time to score that first goal. Or pass it to Nakamura. Come on, like force your way through. We got 3 or 4 lucky rebounds there, but not the one that mattered. And Bomo again. Out wide against Alexandro, a man who's already announced he's retiring. Cross goes towards Nakamura, and Szczesny's always catching that one. Richardson and Nakamura pressing Danilo, but Locatelli, they're too good at keeping the ball, and we are out of Europe. It was a really fun adventure from the knockout rounds to the group stage to the second knockout round. It's a shame how it ended, but unfortunately it has, and we are officially out of Europe. Now, that's not the most successful month we've had in this career, but we're still comfortably second in the table, so I'm going to skip doing the storylines and skip to the end of the season right now, just to try and keep this video a little bit shorter. Our first storyline was in March, where a major sponsor insisted that we had a star player in their advertisement campaign, so that just meant that Bouli Dia would miss a game against Saint Etienne that we'd go on to win anyway. Our April storyline was contract talks failing with a star player, which meant we had to sell our highest overall player with less than 2 years on their contract. For us, this was actually Yunya Ito, and is fair enough. With his wages off the books though, and a little bit of a transfer fee, maybe we could restart talks to loan in Hugo Ekitike. I'll leave that up to you guys to decide. Anyway, this is how the table finally finished in May. We got a second place finish by quite a distance in the end, and I think we're in a pretty nice position now to try and challenge for first place next year. We'll have a transfer budget of about 55 to 60 million in my opinion, and if you've got any suggestions, please shoot them over to me on Instagram or Discord or Twitter, or leave them in the comments below. But thank you for watching. Really do appreciate your viewership. And if you want to watch something else, please check out the video in the playlist on screen right now, which is going to be a different set of career modes that I've done in the past. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Cheers and goodbye. We're back in Rems, and Rems are back. Over the past 2 years, we've built a side that's able to compete with PSG, and I think even compete in Europe. That means that this season is by far our best chance of winning a trophy. As always, I have to start by making our team even stronger. We have a good attack, but our midfield and defence are only average. We've got quite a bit of cash from making it to the Champions League quarterfinals last year, so let's use it right now. Well, first of all, we can actually get our former striker Hugo Ekitike for literally no transfer spend at all. With him joining on a free transfer, we've got a set of strikers that we can rotate, but still also win games with either of them starting. I'd say our next weakest area is probably at right back, and thankfully Man City have also decided that Issa Kabori can leave on a free transfer, and Rems will be his new home. This just leaves the centre-back position really, and Agbadou was massive in Season 1, but not quite as good in Season 2. I've decided we're going to bring in Lyon's Adrielson to try and compete with him, and now we have a bit more depth, we have a lot more quality, and we have a team that might even be good enough to go on to win the French League and go a little bit further in the Champions League. In the interest of realism, I did also just about resist signing Kefren Turam for free, but he was the exact kind of player that we needed to upgrade on someone like Munesi or Tuma. Anyway, before we can even finish July, we have our first chance to try out our new signings in the Super Cup against Paris Saint-Germain. We did start Hugo Ekitike and Issa Kabore in this match, but the rest of our team is pretty much the same as it was last year. You can say the exact same thing about PSG though. They've not actually made any big transfers, and if we can finally stop Kylian Mbappe, I'd say we have a decent chance of winning our first trophy as Stade de Reims manager. Big mistake there from Agbadou, and Mbappe threw one on what he tried to chip our goalkeeper, and thank God that he missed that one. Going behind after 5 minutes would have been absolutely devastating. I hate playing against Dembele. He just spams tricks and he always seems to get past me, and he found Soler right here. We missed the tackle, but Renato Sanchez, what a save that was from Edouard Mendy. This could be his season. PSG trying to recycle the ball, but Ekitike's got it. That is a brilliant pass. There's some Bomo against Zubeldia. For some reason, he's jockeyed, and we got a bit of space, and we've also opened the scoring. Good pass, great finish. He's turning out to be one of my favourite signings I've ever made in any career mode that I've uploaded to this channel. I'm not going to lie to you. He's fast, he's got good dribbling on him, and he can actually shoot. He scored us some very important goals, and he could be massive for the rest of the season. PSG on the ball in midfield. Finds Ethan Mbappe. Ball goes out wide to Gabi. Is it going to go back to Ethan? No. It's going to Renato Sanchez. Good tackle, but he's got a bit of space. Another good tackle. We survive for now. Dembele. Is he going to do a load of tricks? Yes, he is. And he's going to smash it into the far corner. We're level again just before half time, and this is turning out to be a pretty good Super Cup final. Try and get the ball out to Mbomo, and we've committed their fullback Kabore. He finds Hatate. Surely that could have been a foul. If he'd have gone down, we probably would have got a penalty for that, but unfortunately for us, nothing given. I've only just noticed the weird scoreboard thing that's hovering in the middle of the screen. I'm not too sure what's going on there, but I'm assuming it's one of my mods that's starting to go a little bit wrong, so let's hope that's all that happens. Dembele out wide again, gets shoved over by Agbadou. What a tackle that is. Just like the other one that we had, that could easily have been a penalty. Passing it around the back now, Paris Saint-Germain, but we're going to keep trying to press them. Ekitike, can he stop Donnarumma? Oh, he was so close to nicking the ball off him right there. Tuma gets into the box, does a little trick. We're going to pass this to Ekitike, surely. We just want him to score against his old team. He did actually play really well in pre-season, but in this match, other than that pass, he's not really done too much. Nakamura with the corner. Bensabiane almost scoring a header there from the corner. Kabore, Mbomo. Nice turn, got a bit of space here. Not to the right player, that pass really. But he gets him back, and Mbomo, we've got Ekitike in the middle. We're going to find it. Can he... Oh, we tried to play it through his legs, but Donnarumma, just too good of a goalkeeper to let that happen. Good tackle there from Agbadou, and we see a bit of space out here on the wing. Hatate, good run here from Toure. Isaac Toure, he's like 67 rated, and that shows why he has that rating. That was absolutely terrible. Mbappe gets into the box. Thank God we got in the way of that one. Just 5-10 minutes left now. Ronaldo back to Gonzalo Ramos to Mbappe again into the box. Dembele. What a save that is from Mendy, keeping us in this game. Do we have time for one last attack? Menetzi gets into the PSG half, but Dia can't quite get on the end of the through ball. And I think that's it. It's going to go to a penalty shootout. No extra time in the French Super Cup. We're not going to have a better chance of beating PSG and winning a trophy this season than we are from winning this penalty shootout. Carlos Soler, the first PSG player. Mendy goes the right way, but it's going in the back of the net anyway. Bensabiane, our left back, is our best penalty taker, and that's a great penalty. Straight into the top corner. Rennes, second penalty taker now. Dia steps up down the middle. It's a nice penalty. Sent Donnarumma flying the other way. Seni Mayulu, the youngster, gets his penalty saved with the knee of Mendy. One of our biggest signings of the career now. Hatate steps up, scores. Same place as Bensabiane. A lot of pressure now on Ugarte. And we dive the right way and save this one too. That means if Toure, the guy that missed that really good chance in regular time, can score, we win. And we go down the middle. Donnarumma also calling us out on that one. Darami has another chance to win the game. He sends Donnarumma the wrong way, and that's it. First trophy going to Stade de Rennes. We have a decent chance of winning the league. We could even get quite far in the Champions League this season, but I am absolutely ecstatic, to say the least, that we have won the tournament right now. Shame about the scoreboard errors. It's still on the screen right now. You can see, you couldn't tell how many penalties had gone in, but Stade de Rennes, in their new retro-themed kit, they're going to lift a first trophy with Will Still as manager. It's going to be Menetzi, the captain. He's played such a big part in these first 3 seasons, and you imagine he's going to play a big part this season too. There we go. The trophy officially lifted, and that's the first one going into our trophy cabinet this season. As massive as that trophy was, we only had 3 matches before we had to play our first game of the league season. A big match against Clermont-Foot. We'd already lost Edouard Mendy to a training injury for 8 weeks, and Teddy Tuma looked like he was planning on retiring come the end of this year. Both of these guys are going to be massive if we really want to win the league, and so is this opening day match against Clermont-Foot. If we can't get a win in this one, we're already on the back foot against PSG. We got an early chance there after 15 minutes, but the rest of the first half was basically just Clermont-Foot keeping the ball. We've always struggled against possession-based teams, and it looked like this season was going to be no different. Into the second half, we decided to make a few changes. We pushed all of our players further up the pitch. We had pressing going on because we needed to win this match. Ekitike there, pressing a little bit too firm. But Darami, he burst through from midfield, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. And unlike Darami, every other match we played, he couldn't put that one away. Look how much that meant to Clermont-Foot, but we do still have some time to try and rain on their parade. Kabori got the ball out to Nakamura, to Mbermo, Nakamura getting the 1-2, the ball came in, Ben Sabiani headed it over the crossbar. 5 minutes left, we're going to keep pushing forward, we want to win this opening day match. Torre passes it through to Nakamura, and yet again it's a brilliant save from the Clermont-Foot goalkeeper. We get a corner, the ball comes out to Darami, edge of the box. Ben Sabiani has the chance to put it in. It's a good cross, and Burmo, he somehow got out-jumped by Angel Gomez. With just a couple of minutes left, we would only have a single chance left. Monetsi from the edge of the box. We've scored so many with him from that kind of area, but we couldn't score in this one. So we opened the season with a boring 0-0 draw. We haven't actually had too many draws in this career, but it put a lot of pressure on our second match of the season, which is an even tougher match, this time against Olympique Lyonnais. They're the team we played our very first match with, and you might have seen there, they've strengthened their team this summer. Luka Modric is now anchoring the midfield for Olympique Lyonnais. We're not that bothered though. If we can beat PSG, even if that was in the Super Cup, we can definitely beat Lyon in the league. PSG had already played 2 and won 2 at this part of the season, so if we could get up to 4 points, I suppose it wouldn't be too bad for an opening month. We'd kind of learned from that first match against Clermont-Foot that having a high line and pressing when the defenders had the ball was actually a really good way of making chances. We got a bit unlucky there, but the intent was definitely clear that we were going to try and force a win. Modric would take their corner, giving it to Gift Orban. Another really nice signing there from Lyon, but easy to defend, and that's the kind of mistakes that we need to avoid this season. We got Mbermo on the counter-attack, but Malacia, of course, probably has a bit more pace than Mbermo. We go back to Nakamura, and we were just inches away from getting Monetsi through one-on-one. We know he can finish in those situations, so that could have been a really nice chance. Darami would fight for this one. Gets 2 tackles to bounce off him, the ball played through to him, and it's another great save from an AI goalkeeper. We really are struggling to score in this season. Nakamura's corner comes in, Agbadou can't quite get there, and Burmo's header goes just over the box. And already you can see we're much more threatening than we were in that first match. Darami goes for the power shot, is blocked, but we get a rebound. Hatate can't quite deal with it. Eventually the ball would fall to Mbermo, and yet again it's another absolutely brilliant save from the goalkeeper Perry. 10 minutes later, Mbermo on the ball again, finds Richardson to Darami. We have a good run here from Monetsi. Ball flicks up, but Monetsi sees Hatate, and this is a brilliant situation. Into the box, another absolutely world-class save, that time from Hatate. Nakamura's corner comes in, and we can't quite win the header. This is turning out to be a really poor season for finishing. Nakamura gets another go from the corner. This time Agbadou wins the header, but heads it over the bar. And that's half time, another half without scoring a goal. We are making the chances though, so in this second half, surely we can finally get the ball in the back of the net. Nakamura wins the ball high. Darami, this is an absolutely amazing chance, and he's hit the post. If the goalkeeper doesn't save it, our striker seems to always struggle to actually find the target. We've now switched to a 4-2-4. We have Torre out on the wing, the young player who messed up against PSG, and it looked like we were going to give him a chance right there, but we couldn't quite. His run was offside, and that would be our last attack of the game, but there'd still be one more for Lyon. Orban would find Lovric, and he had a really good run here from Fofana. We needed Mendy to save it once, he did, and twice. I guess you could say we should be happy we didn't lose, but another draw not the best. With our first trophy secured, our first month played, and our first storyline completed, we're going to do something a little bit different today because we're going to be skipping straight to January. Before we do that though, I thought I'd let you know that I never actually got to finish this season. My save decided to corrupt, I can no longer load it, but I thought I'd still post this video because it was still quite a fun season to watch. There is a chance I can fix this save and post the last third of the season in a few weeks time, but I hope you enjoy the rest of this video anyway. I didn't want you to spend the last 10 minutes watching a video just for it to end. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Before we play any games though, of course, we can kind of catch up and see how we did in the past few months in the League and Champions League. Well, I guess I'll start in the League because, as you saw, we didn't really start amazingly, but over the past 15 games, we've gone on to win 10 of them. We really can't complain because it's even better that PSG are not doing so well. This time last year, they'd gone unbeaten, so the 4 that they've lost now is potentially massive for our title challenge. To make things even better, we've still got to play them once at home, and if we can stay top of the league come the end of January, we have a really good chance of winning the whole thing. In Europe, things went well too. We drew the first match, but then we went on to win 3 of the next 5 games, meaning we qualified for the knockouts, and you'll be seeing the first knockout round match in just a couple of minutes. But basically, that's all you have to know about what we've skipped. We've also been doing storylines too, but nothing too big really happened. We had a few academy related ones where we replaced scouts or looked for Australian or Chinese talents, but our team is intact and our job is still safe. So let's get playing some matches. This next match is actually the last one I managed to record in the save. We were playing in the knockout rounds for the Champions League, a big game against Sociedad, and you might have seen they had a very strange team. They had 3 or 4 English players or Premier League players at the back, Keane and Dewsbury Hall in midfield, and that meant we knew we had a decent chance of winning this. But we would still have to be on top form if we wanted to beat them, because their attack was still absolutely amazing. We got the game underway, and for the second year in a row, Stade de Reims were playing a knockout Champions League game. Oyarzabal got on the ball, tried to trivela it, that was one straight out of Ultimate Team, but good save from Edouard Mendy. Boulaye Dia, he found Nakamura overlapping. Nathan Ake's got a decent amount of pace, but we get past him so easily. And a good finesse shot, but well saved by Alex Romero. We're still trying that press high, win the ball in attack as much as we can strategy, and it's worked in the Champions League right here. Dia finds Nakamura through 1-on-1. Another great save from the goalkeeper. Romero on fire in this one. From the corner, the ball came out to Richardson. He headed it back to Hatate. From distance, that could have found the top corner, but yet again, another wasted chance for Stade de Reims. Ball goes out to Nuno Tavares, and Burmo trying to press him, but Tavares gets across, and Gabore takes him out. That was a good decision. Interesting transfer news right there. Hegazi going to Inter Miami, but Richardson finds Dia. We have an overlap from Hatate. He gets round his man, he shoots, it deflects off the defender, and yet again, Sociedad get away with some pretty poor defending, but we're pressing them now. Their goalkeeper's on the ball. Nakamura was just a few inches away from blocking that, and it could even have found the back of the net. Tavares playing on the other side of the pitch right now. I'm not too sure why Cash and Tavares are both playing right back, but that's going to be half time. 0-0 in the first leg, and we have a decent chance, I think, of holding on at least and trying to take this to our ground and going for the win in the second leg. Tuma trying to play make, and what a tackle that is from Dewsbury Hall. He dived in with 2 feet. That's the kind of tackle you can get a red card from, but I think he won the ball. This is a rare attack for Sociedad with just a few minutes left. Carrera, okay, we get the ball back. And unfortunately, the ball's just going to ricochet straight back to them. We've only got a few minutes left if we want to try and get this goal that we need. They get the ball out to Tavares. He's got Oyarzabal in the middle. He finds him. Can he get round our defender? Carrera. What a tackle that was from Agbadou. He did the first big thing in the first episode, and he might have done the last big thing in the last episode, because that's exactly as far as I got. Our save doesn't load anymore. I'll try and fix this, and if I can, I'll put another episode up as soon as I can. But hopefully you enjoyed this series. I'm so sad that it's left in such a disappointing end, but if you still want to see more, please subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed any of the series, and again, I'm sorry for how it ended. I really didn't plan it to be like this, but thanks for watching, cheers and goodbye.